Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barashim Shai, Barashim Makakadash, double honors and salutations to the elders and apostles, bishops of Livingstone, teaching the word of the Lord and Mashiach Yahushua in sincerity and in truth, and to the Akim, Akbab, throughout the four corners of the earth, holding on to this testimony in these last days and times. Shalom, shalom, shalom. This is Brother Menashe DC Camp, another lesson for the hope for elect. Yeah, so our aspiration in this ministry is to get ourselves acquainted with the doctrine of the Lord and Mashiach Yahushua as much as possible. In fact, all the time, okay, all the time. Yeah, that's what it boils down to, because we're working towards perfection, right? And in this ministry, you have to be of the mindset that you have to endure to the end, because that's the only way you're going to be able to be saved, all right? To endure in this ministry of the Lord of Mashiach Yahushua, holding on to his testimony, so you'll be able to partake of that special deliverance, okay? Special recognition, the last days in time that we're looking forward to. So I'll just team this lesson, the new song, because that's exactly what we are aspiring to master. Okay, we're aspiring to be called to sing that new song. All right, and this is what we're hoping for, right? So Psalms chapter 98, verse 1 tells you this. Oh, sing unto the Lord Yahweh Bashima Shai Barashim Pakadash, the new song. For he hath done marvelous things. His right hand, his holy arm, right? His holy arm had gotten him the victory. And this is what we're looking forward to experiencing in the kingdom, all right? Even when the chaos is coming heavy upon the earth, we're looking forward to salvation. We're looking forward to that Kwam Yasharala, Ashalayakim Shayasharala. That's what we're looking forward to, and the Lord will have to deliver us. So that's why this ministry is about learning how to adapt, so you could be called and chosen. Okay, and all the effort you put in, you have to get the reward at the end. Okay, so you have to acknowledge what you're looking forward to. You got to set a goal. Your goal is to be delivered. All right, so you have to make the requirements that are necessary for that. So enough of that intro. I just go straight to the precept. All right. So for you to be able to sing of this new song, you have to be reborn. All right. You have to be renewed. You have to be born in the spirit of the Lord and Mashiach. Your mind has to be refreshed. Okay. You have to allow the new man to flourish and let the old man, I say, fade away. All right. Let the old man fade away and let the new man flourish. Okay. So just pull up some more precepts. So this is going to be from the book of Matthew. All right. Just wrote down these notes just to keep my train of thought. So from the book of Matthew, chapter 22, we're going to look at from verse 42 all the way. Let's see. Yep. We're going to look at 42 to 44, all right, because you just have to get some precepts to back up, what you read in the Psalms chapter 98, verse 1 about the Lord's right hand bringing salvation. So this is verse 42. Start from verse 41, Matthew 22, verse 41. While the Pharisees were gathered together, Yahushua asked them, saying, What think ye of Yamashiach? Whose son is he? They say unto him, the son of David. So they already knew that part. That's a fact that it's already established in the whole nation of Israel. Okay? Because it was revealed to them. The scripture said it. Okay? So they can't deny it. So verse 43 says, he said unto them, how then doth David in spirit call him Lord, saying, the Lord, Yahweh, Bashim Ashah, Bashim Kakadash, said unto my Lord, sit thou on my right hand till I make thine enemies thy footstool. And that's what we're linking with Psalms chapter 98, verse 1, the right hand, and that is the Lord Amashah. All right. So further on, we're looking at the book of Psalms again. We're looking into chapter 149. Look at verse 1. It says, praise you the Lord Yahweh, sing unto the Lord Yahweh a new song, and his praise in the congregation of saints. And that's what you all aspiring for, man. You know, the elect, you know, the Lord out there on the highways and byways preaching this gospel of Lord Amashak Yahushai, showing our people their transgression. They fit this description, they fit the profile, all right, that the scripture is talking about, all right. Praise to the Lord, sing unto the Lord Yahweh a new song, and praise so, in the congregation of saints, and that's where the new song can be sung. The new song can only be sung in the congregation of the saints, and there's certain things that you have to partake of to qualify as a saint, all right, to belong in that congregation. Just like the Lord Hamashiach Yahushua said, where two or more are gathered in his name, he is there. So that's how you can identify the saints and by their works also. All right, the works is a reflection of their faith, the level of their faith, the quality of their faith. Okay, that's how you get to understand what the new song is all about. Because this gospel is being renewed, all right, for us to grasp again. Because our people, neglected the word of the Lord, and now we have to relearn it again. We have to start all the way from the scratch. So that's a new beginning, all right, a new beginning for us. So the Lord allowed us to fall into that pit of the flesh, and now the Spirit has to pull us out of that pit. So we have to relearn, we have to relearn. In other words, just keep it scientific. We had to evolve, all right? The mind had to evolve out of that dormant, docile state, all right? So we go to the book of Revelation, because this is all what we are looking forward to, all right? Revelation chapter 14, okay? I'm going to get straight to the point in verse 3 and 4. And they sung as it were a new song before the throne. All right, and look at that. If you look at verse 2, if I look at verse 1, and I looked, and lo, a lamb, that's what Hamashiach Yahushua, stood on the Mount Zion, and with him 144,000, congregation of the saints, having his father's name written in their foreheads. All right, so you remember what we read in Psalms chapter 98, verse 1, and Psalms 149, verse 1. Sing ye unto the Lord a new song. Praise the Lord, sing a new song, congregation of the saints. Yeah, that's the vibration. You got the vibration of the Lord's name in the spirit. All right, and then verse 2 says, and I heard a voice from heaven, as the voice of many waters, as the voice of a great thunder. And I heard the voice of harpers harping with their harps. And they sung as it were a new song before the throne, and and before the four beasts and the elders. And no man could learn that song but the 144,000 which were redeemed from the earth. So that means whatever you're doing in this ministry, it has a result. It has an end goal. It has a conclusion. All right. It has a conclusion. That conclusion is that you get the opportunity to be in that body of the chosen ones. All right. The elect to sing that new song. The voice of many waters as the voice of a great thunder. All right. With the harps, with the voice of harpers harping with their harps. The brother's gonna be busy with that string instruments. You know, that Monogon spirit is gonna be coming out of all the brothers, man. All right. So that's exactly what the Lord is making known to us. And then it says what? These are they which were not defiled with women, for they are virgins. These are they which follow the Lamb whithersoever he goeth. All right, so that means there's his disciples, his governments, his governing body. These were redeemed from among men, being the first fruits unto Yahweh and to the Lamb. And that's the point. It's really so easy to understand. All right. So it says in verse 3, they were redeemed from the earth. What were they doing on the earth? All right. What were they doing on the earth? The proof is right here in Matthew chapter 11. All right, let's show it to you real quick. What were they doing on the earth? Matthew chapter 11, and then look at verse 15. He that hath ears to hear, let him hear. But whereunto shall I liken this generation? It is like unto children sitting in the markets, and calling unto their fellows, and saying, We have piped unto you, and ye have not danced. We have mourned unto you, and ye have not lamented. So that's the point right there, okay? So you understand what this ministry is about, and the actions that we are going to partake of, or how you say it, we are attributed to. Let me say associated with, okay? So if you are associated with the group of individuals singing the Lord's song upon the face of the earth, that is preaching this gospel as it's meant to be taught, hey, you just might be part of the elect, okay? The 144,000, all right? And that's not to take away from the multitude that's going to be, be delivered. So that new song is something you should always aspire to be a part of you. Just like when you always humming your favorite song that you hear on the radio. Yeah, you humming the same thing with the scriptures. When you watch brothers' videos, you should be excited that the brothers uploading a video, for a lesson, to boost your spirit. So, 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 16. All right. So this is it. For which cause we faint not, but though our outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day. And that's the whole plan. You have to accept that the old man, the outward man, has to perish. You have to make that crucial decision to let go of the of the old man and let the spirit Let the Spirit flow. All right, let the rivers of living water flow, and that's what we need. Okay, you don't want to be stagnant. You don't want to be detrimental to your own progress. So let your success, be set in motion. Okay, so that's just one thing, man. You have to have the mind, the inward man renewed daily. So for him to partake of that new song. So the book of Ephesians, let's see if this system cooperates. Ephesians chapter 4, look at verse 24. And what does it say? In verse 23, if you can look at that. You know what verse 22 says? That ye put off concerning the former conversation the old man which is corrupt according to the deceitful lusts. Okay, so that's what we have to keep in mind, man. That the old man always want to sink back to that level of deceit. Okay, and then verse 23 says, "And be renewed in the spirit of your mind, and that ye put on the new man, which after Yahweh is created in righteousness and true holiness." So you have to get back to the blueprint, okay? Because the first spirit were made in righteousness, okay? So you have to understand that, okay? You have to understand the spirits that the Lord created to serve Him were meant to praise Him. How you say it? Worship the Lord in spirit and in truth. So you have to let that foundation, you know, have its course. And that's what verse 24 is saying. And that she put on the new man. All right. So when you dust away the old, what you left is the new. Okay. Which is the real you. Okay. Let the real you be there. That's all it is, man. You know. Let the real you be there. Which after Yahweh is created in righteousness and true holiness. And that's what it is. All right. So that the spirit doesn't get old. All right. The spirit doesn't get old. The old man gets old. All right. There is no concept of the spirit of the Lord that's put in us to be getting old and old and old and old and old and old. All right. It is renewed daily. Okay. It's an ever expanding influence of energy. Okay, so it has no bounds. So if it has no bounds, how can it be old? All right. So Colossians, Colossians chapter 3. Let's see what it says. Colossians chapter 3, verse 9. It says this: "Lie not one to another, seeing that ye have put off the old man with his deeds, and have put on the new man, which is renewed in knowledge after the image of him that created him." All right. And when was our image created? From the beginning. All right. So we have to get back to that vibration. That original vibration that the Lord has set upon us, that image. That's exactly what we're looking forward to. That image that had the breath of life. That's what we're getting back to. All right. The flesh was not given the the breath of life. All right. The spirit was given the breath of life. Okay. From the beginning, and that's what it is. Okay. So remember that the power of the Lord was set before the foundations of the earth. So let's always keep that in focus. And then you get an extra precept from the book of Revelation, Revelation chapter 2. All right, let's look at verse 7. It says, He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches. To him that overcometh will I give to eat of the tree of life, which is in the midst of the paradise of Yahweh. So that's what you are going to be experiencing in the future, in the very near future. The righteous are you of that number. Okay, the hope for elected saints that get to sing the new song. This is just one of the perks that you're going to partake of. All right. So when you go to verse 17, it says it again. He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches. To him that overcometh will I give to eat of the hidden manna. I will give him a white stone. So what's that hidden manna? It's shown to you in verse 7, the tree of life. Right? So that's how the Lord set it up. Okay? So then it says in verse 17, I will give him a white stone, and in the stone a new name written, which no man knoweth, saving he that receiveth it. So that's a token of the covenant between you and the Most High, a sign that you have been recognized by the Lord. The Lord have placed you in a special category to have that new name written upon your spirit. Okay, so you have that special connection. Every Israelite is not going to have that level of connection. All right, it's just for the elect and the elect alone. Okay, so hey, that's something that we strive to attain. We strive to be worthy of achieving. Say achieving. I'll say to be rewarded. All right, it's a reward. Okay, yeah, it's a reward from the Lord. So when you also look at Romans chapter 12, what does it say? Romans chapter 12, verse 1. It says, I beseech you therefore, brethren, by the mercies of Yahweh, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, wholly acceptable unto Yahweh, which is your reasonable service. So that's how you qualify to receive that white stone. That white stone, yeah. So it's symbolic, that's how you qualify, to be a part of that body, to be recognized by the Lord. And then verse 2 says this, and be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. So a renewed mind can only sing the new song. All right, that's what it is. That ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of Yahweh. All right, so that there is a solid example of what the Lord expects from us. So our reasonable service, okay? The Lord set a standard and we have to live up to it. You have to apply yourself towards it. All right? So don't let depression be your cop out, okay? Depression is a normal experience. It just means you're in a sober mind state, but do not abuse it, okay? Do not abuse that opportunity to be sober minded, okay? So, the book of Luke chapter 5, what does it say in verse 36 to 39? And this is what Yahushua said. And he spake also a parable unto them. No man putteth a piece of a new garment upon an old. If otherwise, then both the new make it a rent, and the piece that was taken out of the new agreed not with the old. Yep, that's something heavy to remember. So the new man and the old man cannot correspond together. All right, and that's the same thing you also say about the proper doctrine and the faulty doctrine. They cannot be mixed together. They do not agree. Okay, and no man putteth new wine into old bottles, else the new wine will burst the bottles and be spilled, and the bottles shall perish. So, what does that tell you? That the new wine has a lot of energy and pressure built up in it. Okay? And the old bottle cannot handle it. So, you need what? You need a new bottle. Alright? You need a new bottle. New wine, new bottle. That's all it is. Old wine, old bottle, you set it aside. Alright? You can't mix the old with the new. If you think that you're gonna put old wine in new bottle, that's not worth it, man. It's a waste. Okay, you're underutilizing the value of that new bottle. Okay, so the new has to go with the new. All right, the Lord has already set that line of separation. Basically, you have to discriminate, man. You have to make a choice. All right, otherwise the choice will be made for you. So what does it say? And no man putteth new wine into old bottles, else the new wine will burst the bottles and be spilled, and the bottles shall perish. So folks that are in this world, our own people that cannot handle the new understand the proper understanding of this gospel, and they still holding on to the old ones, they're gonna mess up, man. They're gonna be all bugged out and discombobulated. Yeah, so that's the whole idea, man. You have to cleanse the system, man. You have to cleanse the system. You have to have the purge, so you can have a proper handling of this knowledge. All right, you have to get rid of the old junk. All right, when you have a dirty apartment and you clean it up, it looks brand new. That's what this passage is telling you. You have to clean up. All right, and make it look, make everything look good. You can't bring something attractive, something juicy into a dirty apartment, man. You have to clean it up. It's the reason why you have the term renovation, all right? So you have to be spiritually renovated for you to, have that impeccable 5-star rating, all right? And then verse 38 says, but the new wine must be put into new bottles, and both are preserved, all right? So the Lord has to preserve, all right? The Lord has to preserve his bottle. All right, you don't want the wine to go to waste, and you don't want the bottle to be discarded. So you have to learn how to conserve. So this proper understanding, that you can apply to your business. All right, and then 39 says, "No man also having drunk old wine straight away desireth new, for he said the old is better." It's not that because it's not really better; it's easy. He's been conformed to the old ways. So when he sees a new challenge to let go, he's stuck. All right, because people will always sink to that level of comfort, that level of understanding. All right. So that's the point that I can, that's all it is. The new has to go with the new. All right. Only the ones that can sing the new song are the ones that were renewed in the spirit, that had the new man renewed, all right? That had their mind renewed. And that's all it is, man. For brothers to make it to the kingdom, you have to partake of that process of renewal. Otherwise, it's just an old bottle pretending to be a new bottle. You can't have that. With some new wine in it. Nah. Take an old bottle, you paint over it, and try to make it look new. You pour the new wine in it. Nah, it's not gonna work. All right, that's false advertising. That's deception, and there is no room for deception in this truth. That's what the scripture talks about. Lying not one to another. You know. So that's the point there, Akim Abaratiza. You've been edified, and hopefully the Lord give us some more lessons to upload to uplift the brotherhood, to edify this ministry. Shalom.